So Black Ops 6 is officially out, and there's a controversy going on with one of the new characters. Black Ops 6 introduced the first non binary character in the whole entire franchise, which, okay, whatever. I get it. Everything's getting some kind of wokeness or whatever, but the problem is that there's some kind of political narrative or message behind the scenes. And once again, we have an actor that's involved with a game that is an activist that wants to promote woke agendas. And the actor for this non binary character is another one of those people that want to virtue signal and grandstand and promote, oh, it isn't about a game, it's about being seen and heard. Exact quote on here. So I'm looking at this article from Fandom Post, and it's talking about this character and the actor and their political views as far as the non-binary character being in the game. So the actor's name is Kimber London, who's a voice actor who claims to be non-binary and voices the character of Volta Rossi in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, defended the inclusion of the so-called non-binary character, claiming it isn't about a game, it's about being seen and heard. And basically, this is coming off of where on the Activision blog post, they revealed that the character uses their and them pronouns instead of he or she. All right, we get it. Fucking pronouns, right? So, in a brief description of the character, the blog post stated, a street smart rogue with a blue blood pedigree. Volta Rossi is an enigma who left the comfort of aristocracy to forge a new name as a human specialist. Their ties to the Lutasi family give them unique insight into Avalon. So, sorry as I stir over myself there. While the character and its inclusion into Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 was heavily criticized by gamers, with YouTuber Melonie Mac saying, this is demonic. God created male and female. You are one or the other. You cannot be both. You cannot be between, and you cannot be the opposite of what you were born as and what your biology is, because that is just reality. She added, with this game, it's indoctrinating people. It's trying to normalize this demonic activity, and they want people to accept this demonic ideology. It's evil. It is evil. So, of course, we all know Melonie Mac, super religious, goes by the Bible, and she's correct. It's not normal. There's only two genders, and I know it's going to piss people off. It's going to upset some wokies to hear that. Okay? You're born a man or you're born a woman. That's it. That's at the end of the day. And they're putting this crap into games where people are non-binary and gender fluid. We've seen it. We've seen voice actors and voice actresses promote this. We've seen Hollywood promote it. It's all a woke ideology that they're trying to indoctrinate people in. And that's the facts. And especially when they're going after younger children. We've seen it. It's essentially grooming to an extent. I've heard so many stories of where people that are LGBTQ grew up and they had a neighbor, a friend, a cousin, whatever, essentially groom them to an extent. And when you see stuff like this, non-binary operatives, you got to think, who's asking for this? Is the main demographic of Call of Duty asking for this? No. When I think of the game demographic of Call of Duty, I think of middle-aged men, straight men at that like guns, that want action, that want combat. Why are they putting this into a first-person combat shooter? Why are we getting non-binary operatives? Like what kind of, I don't know. It's almost ridiculous to think about that. They felt the need that they had to pander to a community, a small minority that probably doesn't even make a substantial percentage of their audience with this game. So if you guys want to check out Melonie Mac's video, she made a pretty good video about it, and they linked it in this article. Now, apparently on TikTok, London defended the inclusion of the character, saying, hi, that's me. I'm Kimber London, the professional model that Activision hired to become Volta Rossi, and I've waited 2 years for this moment. To everyone saying they won't buy the game because of this character, ask yourself, why is inclusion so threatening? Well, it's not that inclusion is threatening. It's the fact that you're trying to indoctrinate and force and basically shove down the throats your woke ideologies. And if we don't accept it, if we don't call you by the proper pronoun, if we don't say anything that is in your echo chamber, we're bigots. We're transphobic. We're homophobic. We're racist. We're whatever. We're the right-wing grifters. DEI kills art. It's been proven time and time again. And it's this whole catering to a modern audience that is ridiculous. It's actual nuts because this modern audience is killing games. It's killing movies. It's killing TV. It's killing the entertainment industry because they never show up to it. And it seems like every company is trying to get some kind of clout off of it. I don't know why. They must be getting paid off of it. We've seen Concord fail, Dustborn fail, Suicide Squad fail. It's injected itself into Call of Duty, which I don't think of transgender individuals when I think of Call of Duty. I don't think of it at all. In fact, I don't even think you could be in the military if you're transgender. Somebody correct me on that. I don't think you can. Maybe I might be wrong on that. But I think they might be selective of it to some extent. So putting in a non-binary operative just to do it, it just seems like you don't know who your audience is, right? Now, continuing on, it says the actor then revealed that Activision specifically wanted a non-binary actor to play the character. In 2022, my agent called me and said Activision was looking for a non-binary individual to become this character. Later in the video, they said, so we all know the Call of Duty fan base. I was prepared for some hate. See, they know, but they do it to be spiteful. What I wasn't prepared for was the level of ableism, misogyny, sexism, queerphobia, and the amount of Quasimodos and sloths I would find on Twitter. I have no words. So you notice they always try to insult people. They call everybody ableist and all this crap and hateful and all that, but they're the first ones to be sexist. They're the first ones to be ableist. They're the first ones to be ageist. They're calling people quasis and sloths. They're the ones that inject the most hate out there. Now it says after London admitted the character does not look like her, she then said she does not care about that and what matters to her is representation. This is why representation matters, right? It isn't about a game, it's about being seen and heard. Queer players have always been here. Why shouldn't we be seen in the games we love? In the face of all this hate, I will always choose to stand with the LGBTQ plus community no matter what the haters say. I'm proud to be a part of this character and even prouder to live my life authentically and be surrounded by people who choose love over fear. I hate that everybody needs to feel like they need to be represented in something. I never have played a game or watched a movie and said that I can't relate. I can't be a fan of it because I don't feel relatable. Why do characters have to have labels now? Why is the fact that this character is non-binary is what makes it a good character to you? Why can't it just be a good character and their sexual orientation be something that's on the lower end? Why does it have to be the main selling point of how this character is special? That's what I don't understand. Continuing on, London thanked individuals who support the LGBTQ plus agenda by saying, together we're making change, and said, to those who feel threatened by our existence, I hope you could find it in your heart to understand that our stories matter too. We're making history and we're not going anywhere, which classic gaslighting. That's 110% classic gaslighting right there. So they posted the TikTok video. I'm not going to bother to watch it because, again, it's an activist that is trying to promote an agenda. They're using their platform as an actor or an actress or whatever they are because they're non-binary to promote propaganda. And Activision has this woke bug as well. That's not to say this game is going to suck because there's a non-binary character in it. It's just really fucking cringe that they felt the need to pander and put one in there. Just like how Rainbow Six has a wheelchair operator now. Like, what the fuck is going on with this life? Why do these companies feel that they need to do pandering to a modern audience? It's cringe. Like, literally nobody asked for this stuff in the video games. The main fan base of Call of Duty is not going to be like, oh, good job, you got a non-binary character in the game. It's weird to see so many companies falling for this. And then they blame gamers for not supporting it. Like, if this game failed, which it's not going to fail, but if for whatever reason the backlash was so big that it was going to fail, they would blame it on gamers, like how they tried to do with Concord and Dustborn, that it's a whole bunch of right-wing grifters that are causing problems. Same thing with Assassin's Creed Shadows. They blame everybody but themselves for trying to inject the woke DEI bullshit. And people are getting tired of it. I know people try to say the majority of people don't give a shit about it. No, they do. That's why stuff that is woke is failing. It's not hard to understand that concept. And I think this is retarded to have, like, you get all these actors and actresses that come out and they spew this stuff like they're so defensive over it. Just make a good fucking product and be a good actor and be the best person and have a banger game, but they can't do that. They're all narcissists. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. Subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.